Hello student, welcome to the next video of Business Studies class 12 and as we are doing financial management lesson 9. So now in this video we are going to cover fixed and working capital. In this video we will only cover fixed capital and its factor, and in next video we will cover working capital and its factors affecting. So let's see the fixed capital. So fixed capital, it is refers to the investment in long term assets, means when any company they invest any amount in purchasing long-term assets like plant and machinery, building. So when they are investing the money invested, it is said to be the fixed capital. Investment in fixed asset is for longer duration and must be financed through long-term sources of capital. So when one is investing in plant, machinery, land and building, then research and development, so it incur huge cost. Lots of amount of money is required for such fixed asset. So it is for longer period of time, say more than 5 years, and when it is for longer period of time, then student, it should be financed through long term sources of capital. And what are these long term sources of capital? These long term sources of capital are like your preference shares, debentures, then long term loans, clear, which you need to repay in future after longer period of time. Then decisions relating to fixed capital involve huge capital, as I have already told you. When one is trying to invest in fixed asset, so such decision, it requires lots of amount of money. Like when one is purchasing land and building or some plant and machinery, it requires almost lakhs and crores of rupees. So therefore it is said such decisions are irreversible, means you can't go back and do everything okay again. Means suppose today I am thinking that I should start one textile industry, business of some textile industry, and I have so it will incur definitely around crores of rupees will be involved in that such kind of decision. And after a month or a year I think no, this uh, business is not okay, I should change to something else. So will it be irreversible? Can you change it? No, it can't be. And if suppose you want to change it, then it will incur a heavy loss, because now when I have thought of starting some textile industry, so I have purchased everything, plant, machinery, land according to the textile industry. And after a year I think that to change some business, say I want to change my business to medicine. So now what I will require? I will require all the plant machinery according to the manufacturing of the medicine. So definitely it will incur a heavy loss. So therefore it is said that the decision related to fixed capital, it involves huge capital investment, and the decisions are irreversible, means you can't change it, and even if you want to change it, it will incur a great loss. Clear? So this is what fixed capital is. Now student, let's see, there are certain factors affecting requirement of fixed capital. Okay, so means the requirement of fixed capital, it depends on various factors. And what are those factors? They are nature of business, scale of operation, technique of production, technique of upgradation, growth prospects, diversification, availability of finance and leasing facility, and level of collaboration. So now let's see all these points one by one. So the very first point says the nature of business, means the type of business. It is a factor in determining the fixed capital requirement. So means the very first factor which helps in deciding the requirement of fixed capital, like suppose nature of business means what? Means what kind of business your company is doing. Like suppose there is one manufacturing company and there is one trading company. Okay, manufacturing company means which manufacture the products, and trading company means which which only which are procuring goods from somewhere else and they are selling to somewhere else. Means the trading company, they are not manufacturing anything. Is it clear? So suppose there is one manufacturing company and one trading company. So according to you, which company will require more fixed capital? Definitely the manufacturing company, because when you are manufacturing something, you will require land and building, you will require machines also. So if your business is of manufacturing, it will need more of fixed capital, and as compared to the trading company, because trading company they does not need plant, machinery, etc. So therefore this nature of business also affect the fixed capital decision. Then scale of operation. Scale of operation means how big or how small the operational work is. A larger organization operating on large scale require more fixed capital. Means if the company is big, definitely they will require more of the fixed capital investment. And if the company organization is operating on small scale, so the company will require less of fixed capital. Clear? Then the choice of technique. An organization using capital intensive techniques require more investment in fixed cap assets as compared to an organization using labor intensive techniques. Now, let me explain you. Like suppose I am having a company, my company is manufacturing say shoe manufacturing company I'm having, okay, and my company is labor intensive. I'm using labor intensive techniques. My means I'm making shoes with the help of people, with the help of labor are doing all the work. So in such case there is no requirement of heavy machines. Plants and machines are not required in such cases. But on the contrary, on the other hand, if suppose I am having shoemaking company I'm having, and say it is means I'm using some techniques of machines and all, I'm making the shoes with the help of machines. So in that case what will happen, I will require more investment in fixed asset, because now I will require heavy machines, building, plant and machinery. So therefore it is said that the technique also help in deciding fixed capital. Okay, means if I am using more of the capital intensive techniques is required, it will require more investment in fixed asset. And if labor intensive techniques are required, are being used by the company, then less of the fixed capital will be required. Clear? Then technology upgradation. An organization using obsolete assets require more fixed capital as compared to other organizations. Upgradation means like there are certain companies or industries in which technology upgradation is very fast. So in such industries they need more amount of fixed capital, because whenever the new technology is invented, there the old machines they become obsolete, and so they need to buy new plants and machineries. And if suppose there is another industry where technology upgradation is slow, so they require less of fixed capital because they can manage with old machines. And this technology upgradation, student, this is mainly in the case of, you may say, like software companies, because new softwares are developed, so they have to upgrade their technologies according to that. So wherever the technology upgradation, the industries which are based on these technologies, so whenever new technology comes, they have to adopt it and changes have to be made. And if suppose there is a company where technology upgradation is very slow, so they can use their old machines also for work. Then comes your growth prospects. Companies having higher growth prospects require more of fixed capital investment in order to expand their production capacities. Like companies which are expanding, and the companies which are having higher growth plan, they require more of fixed capital investment, because now they need to expand, and for that they need to buy, they need to produce more. To expand the production capacity, companies need to produce more, and for producing more, now they will require more of the plants and machinery, because to increase the production. And for that, so therefore it is said that the growth prospect is also one of the factor affecting fixed capital requirement, because the company which wants to grow, they require more of the fixed capital investment, and the one who have no growth prospects, they don't. Then the another point says diversification. Diversification, student, you must be knowing, like diversification means, like suppose the company earlier they are manufacturing any one, means when the company they want to produce more line of product, they want to do business in more than one line of product, that is said to be diversification. We have already studied about it. So if a company goes for diversification, then it will require more of fixed capital investment in plant and machinery, etc. Like suppose if there is one company, they are already producing say soap. Okay, so because they are already producing soap, they are having plant, machinery, labor, all according to the manufacturing of soap only. But now suppose the company has planned for diversification, and now the company wants to manufacture medicine also. So now they have to, they will require more of fixed capital investment in plant machinery, because now they have to uh, plant they have to purchase the plant and machinery which will manufacture the medicine. Because earlier they were having all the plant and machinery for the soap, now they will like to have the plant and machinery for the production of medicine, the labor according to the manufacture of medicine. So when the company they require diversification, so then they will require more of the fixed capital investment, else no. Then the financing alternatives. A developed financial market can provide leasing facilities as an alternative to outright purchase. Like in case of financing, the company they have two alternatives. Either you can purchase fixed assets, or you can go for lease. Lease mean on rent you can hire. Means you can take some machines, plant and machinery on rent. So if suppose lease facilities are available, then in that case the fixed capital requirement will be less. But when you need to purchase these fixed assets, then in that case what will happen? Then your huge fixed capital will be required. Clear? Now the next last point is level of collaboration. If companies are under collaboration, joint venture, then they need less fixed capital, as they can share plant and machinery with their collaborator. Collaboration means what? Means joining hands with some another company. So means like joint venture. Joint venture what happens when two companies they join hand together. So when the two company they are going for collaboration, then what will happen? It will require less of fixed capital, because now the company can use the assets of each other. So less fixed capital is required, else more fixed capital will be required. Clear? So students, this is all about the factors affecting fixed capital requirement and fixed capital. So here I end up with this topic, and in the next topic we are going to study about the working capital and the factors. So thank you, take care, and student, in case of any doubt you can ask me through comment box, but please do like, share and subscribe the video. Thank you.